Hey dudes, I'm Hilah, and today on Hilah Cooking, I've got a 2-for-1 for y'all. So I had a request for chimichangas, and then I had a request for an unhealthy vegetarian dish, which I really sincerely appreciate that. That's a lot of fun. So today we're gonna do some beany, cheesy, veggie-filled mini chimichangas, and if you think that sounds a little bit too healthy, remember that chimichangas are like deep fried burritos, and I'm pretty sure that one of Newton's laws was that no deep fried food can ever be considered healthy. For our veggie filling, I'm gonna use some mushrooms and peppers. Obviously, just like a burrito, you could totally use whatever you want. You could put chicken or beef picadillo or anything like that. But, you know, unhealthy vegetarian, let's add a bunch of cheese and then deep fry it. So I hope this helps you out there, girlfriend. So I've got about 1 portobello mushroom here that I've sliced in bite-sized pieces, kind of thin, 1/4-inch little pieces here. And I like to get these real soft. Like, I just recently started liking mushrooms. So I like to kind of overcook them a little bit. If you want to keep them a little bit more al dente, then you can totes do that. Totally just said totes, sorry. And I'm gonna add a little bit of salt, and this is gonna help draw some of the water out and soften them up a little bit faster. Give them a stir. And then I'm actually gonna put a lid on these and just kind of let them steam in their own moisture that gets released for a couple of minutes, and that helps them cook a little bit faster too. So we don't have all day here, guys. All right, about 1.5 minutes later, it's steaming a lot. This is excellent news. And we're getting a little bit of browning, which is excellent, eh? And now it's time to add my other vegetables, which is just a little bit of onion and jalapeno and some garlic and my spices, which is cumin and oregano, some black pepper. We'll get this stirred around. I want to get that cumin sort of distributed and get it touching the bottom of the pan so it gets a little bit of a toastiness to it. And it's smelling real good and toasty, kind of smoky. Ooh, some smoked paprika would be really good in here. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of soy sauce. Where the hell is my soy sauce? Okay, it's fine. I will use liquid amino acids. All you vegetarians have this in your pantry, right? And soy sauce or this, it does the same thing. It kind of just gives it a little bit of like a umami, a little depthness there, and a little bit of a kind of a meaty flavor, honestly. If that grosses you out, then forget I said anything. And then finally, we're gonna add some colorful bell peppers. And I don't want to cook these too long because I do like these to retain a little bit of a crunch. And also, like, I feel like when bell peppers get overcooked, they kind of get a weird, like, gamey, flat taste that I'm not a fan of. So we just want to saute these for a few moments, a few precious moments here. I'm going to turn the heat off. Oh man, it smells so good. And then I'm going to add a little bit of ricotta, which seems weird. You could totally use cream cheese, but just want something that's going to help this all bind together once you go to fill up your tortillas. So cream cheese would work. I like ricotta because it's kind of bland, but you could even use sour cream. It's a kind of thick dairy product. A thick and creamy dairy product is what we need here. Okay, so now I'm going to set this aside and let it cool just so it's going to be easier for me to handle while I get some refried beans ready and cheese and whatever else you want to stuff inside your chimis. Ready to roll and fry our chimichangas. Man, I don't know why I don't have a chimichanga song. It's a very mellifluous word. Okay, so like I said, we're making mini chimis because I only have this size of tortilla, but obviously you could make them in a big burrito-sized tortilla if you wanted to. Be fine. This is sort of, maybe this is a little bit better because it's like some automatic portion control because you're not eating like this giant thing that's like the size of a football. So a little bit of our vegetable cheese mix, little refried beans. And I guess if you wanted to, you could just mix the refried beans in with the vegetables too, but it might look a little bit muddy in the end, I don't know. And then a little bit of, well, a little bit, I don't know, maybe kind of a lot, of some chids or some Monterey Jack or whatever you want to use. And then same deal like we did in the burrito video, we're just gonna roll this up like a burrito. So you roll it up there, bring in the sides, roll it on over to give yourself a little packet. And then I'm gonna use a couple of toothpicks to sort of skewer in through the side and up like that to hold it all together, which obviously you would want to take these out before you serve them, especially when serving small children. That's my PSA for the day. And I'm gonna give it one more there because 3 is a nice looking number. So just set that aside while our oil heats up to about 360 degrees. All right, our oil is at 360 and I'm gonna use some tongs because the oil's hot to put them in. And this is just about an inch of oil. If you were doing a regular burrito size chimichangas, use a deeper pot and use about 2 inches of oil. And don't crowd your pan when you're frying or else your temperature will drop too low and then you end up with greasy food and that is gross. Okay, it doesn't take very long to get them brown and we'll flip them. These are gonna be good, you guys. And I've got a little plate here with a rack on it so we can cool them and let them drain a little bit. And while they're cooling and draining, then we'll make a little creamy sauce to go on top because there's not really enough dairy in here, I don't think, y'all. For our quick and creamy sauce, I've got some plain yogurt, some garlic, and some cilantro in here, and I use the stems and the leaves. And a little bit of salt. If you wanted to add some jalapeno, you could make it a spicy creamy sauce, but that's up to you. We're just gonna pulse this together. Okay. And then also I've got just some plain old salsa. Okay, so I'm ready to eat a chimichanga, guys. Get this one, pull these toothpicks out. It's kind of like an egg roll. Okay. I'm just gonna like cut into the middle so y'all can see what it looks like in there. Does that look pretty? Can't see it. Hope it looks pretty. Let's see. That looks pretty colorful. We got some meaty mushrooms in there. This side's a little prettier. See, we got the beans over here. We got cheese all in it. Okay. Let's do a little taste of two. Let's put a little salsa. I'm gonna put a little bit of that on there too. Okay, let's see. Oh man, that's the bomb, y'all. That's the bomb.com. Oh my God, sorry, I say that too much. Okay, these are really awesome. And little dirty secret, I just made this up right here live on camera. So there you go. There's how to make some chimichangas, guys. Some unhealthy vegetarian chimichangas, but of course you could do whatever you want. You could fill them with anything you like. So there you go. There's how to do that. And I hope you enjoy. Please leave a comment or a question below if you have anything to say to me. And I try to respond to everything. So thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Bye, y'all.